How we doing, everybody? We're here. It's finally time to start our first ever Deathless run. I am incredibly terrified and excited because I've never done this before. Elden Ring, as you know, is an absolutely massive game, considering I'm still doing my 100% walkthrough of the game. And your boy's gonna try to do something he's never done before. Beating a From Software game without dying one time. So, let's see what we're gonna do. I don't really have a huge plan for this run, I'm gonna be honest. I kinda am thinking to go with a Bleed and Frost build, which means when I'm choosing my class, I should probably start with a weapon that does bleed. Which means I should either want to start with the Samurai, or I want to start with something that can help boost Frost. So having like higher intelligence. So like the Prisoner might not be a bad choice. Who's the other one? The, what's this called? The Astrologer? The Astrologer's not bad. Oh, God. I'm dying. Oh, here we go. So, I don't know. I don't know who I want to start with. It doesn't really matter too much. But I think we're going to go with the Samurai. But before we actually start the run, just want to go over a couple of, not necessarily rules, but just some things that I am going to focus on that implies Deathless. So, number one, when we are looking at Deathless, a Deathless run, it means that we cannot die unless it is scripted. So, for example, the first fight of the game, as long as I don't go and attempt to beat the Grafted Scion, we are fine. But if I try to beat him and die, then I lost. So, for example, when I walk in, I'm just gonna probably go, like, yeet right off the cliff just to make sure it doesn't look like I am actually attempting to fight him. And then go from there. Because, again, if I attempt to fight that boss, I have to win. If I lose, I die. Gotta start the whole run over. As far as weapons and things go like that, there's no real different rules that I'm going to try to use or change or apply. This is already going to be incredibly hard enough for me, so I don't really need to make this any harder, right? I don't need to make this any harder than it's going to be. Now, if you're wondering, will this include the DLC? Yeah, probably, yeah. I ain't soft. I mean, I am soft and squishy, like a teddy bear, but not that soft. I'm not like a plush, super cuddly one, you know what I mean? I'm like that bear that's got the leather biker vest on, and I'm a little solid bad boy. You know what I mean? We're gonna take those off. Don't need them. Again, once we walk in here, immediately trigger the boss, and then we're gonna take a left. Boss is triggered. Yeet! Right off the cliff, and the run has officially begun. So, I haven't seen anybody do a Deathless run. I don't know any of their strats. We're just going to try to figure this out. Because, as you know, if you've watched my 100% walkthrough of Elden Ring right now, I've said many times, I like to figure things out on my own. I am not a fan of... I'm not really a fan of... Oh god, I forgot fall damage is a thing in this game. I'm not a fan of, like, looking up guides and just following paths other people taken. Part of the reason I play this game the way I play it is because when I say all paths taken, I do everything I possibly can. So even with this, I'm probably going to be doing stuff that people are like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? It's because I'm trying to figure out what's the best way for me to do this. So, we're going to kill pretty much everybody in here to just try to get as much muns as we can, because levels are going to be important with this run. There are some people who play Deathless runs as like a speed run. In me, I think it's important to get as many levels as early as possible. There's some people that also play it with the way of, like, you got to kill every boss. I am not going to kill every boss. Because there are some bosses that, like, your first time you're going to face them, you're just going to die. Like, there's no way around it because of how much BS some of the bosses have, unfortunately. Like, I love the game to death, obviously. Why do you think I'm playing it so much and doing a Deathless run? But even I know there are things in this game that I'm just going to not touch with a 10-foot pole. As far as weapons go, I think I'm going to look for something that I can get both Bleed and Frost on to do multiple status effects so we can try to kill things very, very quickly. So I'm leaning towards the Great Stars. I'm also leaning towards dual katana, like dual uchis. Or Naga Kiva and an Uchi katana. Going from there, trying to see what happens in that regard. So, just to see what happens. Change video resolution. Ah, why do I need to change that? Well, that doesn't make sense. Where's my thing? Where are my settings? Sorry about this, guys. I didn't change any of the settings. I'm just very confused. Why now, all of a sudden, it's not gonna work? Hang on. Where are my settings? It's just not going to let me change it. It's going to tell me that I need to change it in order to stream, but then it's not going to let me change it. All right, BRB, everybody.